Yeah, so I guess we're all in different stages, but 100% things are shifting. I just have to do these things when they come. It's a process. I do feel like it is the DNA upgrading process. I guess these are the sort of things that would happen to me during coherence healing sessions. You know, obviously you're centered and whatnot, and you know, you just sometimes you're just guided to move in those ways, but it's kind of like with my deeper connection with the universe, consciousness, or God, as some people would like to call it. I just feel like I'm constantly into it. Like it's, you know, even last night and today, and it still keeps happening. I get kind of like muscle spasms, but like it's obviously all very like I can feel like my organs are definitely getting upgraded in there. Yeah, last night, actually yesterday was a huge day for shifts and stuff anyway. I don't really need that, but this is my week. And this is like, even like just a quick flam, but I'll just get rid of that because you don't need to see all that. It's so boring. Anyway, so yeah, yesterday was a big day of shifting things, but even it's been way before that. Obviously, it's been since July. We're in November now, and with all the huge shifting and changes, but it's getting quicker and quicker and quicker. Like this, like they're getting closer and closer together. So, like today is Tuesday, so not the Friday gone, but the Friday before that. Yeah, it was a huge thing. Then the Monday was a huge thing. Tuesday there was something huge. Oh, and it kept on. It's like it's every day at the moment, actually. It's just a huge day every day. So I'll just explain what I'm dealing with at this moment, because these movements are probably going to seem a bit weird to most people. So yesterday I was actually really surprised because Monday I was like having heaps of shifting and pains in here and here and here, and like it travelled around my head, and it was just wrapped around my head, and I felt like it was pulling on me like nearly all day. So there was lots of tears and, you know, screaming of the throat to release it, because it's all been pulling at my throat and stopping me from talking. So I feel like this is going to come through a lot clearer and concisely for people, but it's not a very clear and concise topic. You know, I'm walking in, you know, maybe not completely uncharted territory, but definitely is for me, and you know, that's what we're doing every second of our life. You know, constantly changing. Nothing's ever going to stay the same anyway. But yeah, I have gotten distracted from the story, so I just realised that. So yeah. So yeah, Monday. Today's not Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. Yeah, like it's the healing bowl sessions have been super duper powerful. I've just felt my heart just. Yesterday's was really intense, and I had to actually use my hands to push the energy away from me because it was just too much for my heart. I've always held a lot of love in my heart, but yeah, I'm producing a lot more at the moment. And it needed to be given out more directly. So yeah, so I managed through Monday anyway, and I woke up Tuesday feeling fantastic. And I had such a busy day, and I got it done. You know, I had gym in the morning. You know, smashed that session out. Straight into helping a friend. You know, which was basically we're helping each other. You know, you're always helping each other. You know, you're always going to get something else from someone as well. Straight into a dentist appointment, 3 fillings, bam, bam, bam. More upgrades during that. You know, had work done on this side. This is the last side of like my jaw that needed a little bit of something else. It's really hard to explain all these things. Like we're all going through our own personal journeys, and you know, like. I'm healing my jaw, but you probably aren't healing your jaw, especially not in the way that I am. And you know, my jaws are so fucked. They're like, but yeah, the dentist. I actually told her I was like, this is the first time I've like not been. My jaw's not uncomfortable. Like straight away, it was not uncomfortable. By the end, this side became really weird. Like I felt like at some stage when I had it open, I couldn't close it. But then I obviously did. But it was good. It was really good. And now it's all starting to feel a lot better. So more on that because it sort of comes into where we're at. So yeah, so Monday and then I was mainly healing this side. I've had, you know, most of all my pains and like the knots in my body have gone away with all the work that I've done in the past, you know, especially in the past 3 years, or 3 or 4 years maybe longer, I don't know, of having a really great coach. It's definitely helped my body back into place, as well as having other great practitioners such as remedial therapists, my chiro as well. So yeah, what was that too? Yeah, the dentist. So even my dentist, she's awesome. She's done some really nice work on my front teeth where like I've had a chipped tooth, and you know obviously there's been some decay because you know hello world. Hello, old world society, junk food and shit. But yeah, I mean she's a lovely practitioner too. So, like they're not bad. If you consider like one of these was chipped, and like I said, there was some work that needed to be done. They all needed to be kind of reshaped and stuff. She reshapes them so nicely. Anyway, so I had a whole 3 done in here. Bit of work. But yeah, I actually told her about the jaw, and she asked, well, what have you been doing to heal your jaw? And I told her about the coherence healing, and it's always a bit weird saying those sort of things because people, you say, oh, this guy talks to consciousness and he talks to me and it heals the cells and removes negative programmings in the cells of my body. But she was like, oh no, actually, yeah, modern science does prove all these things about, your body holding emotions and stuff. So I gave her his information and my card, just in case. I gave heaps of people my card yesterday. It was you'll hear all the different practitioners kind of I went through. So straight after that, then I had to, actually I had time. I didn't have to rush to go do school pickup. I had time, so I went home, showered and all of that, which squeezed it in. Was a rush. Rushed back to pick up my youngest from school and had to go straight to the chiro appointment. So, like, who does this all in one day? Oh my god. Physically pulling my body, just the teeth and the jaw healing, and then the chiro. So, there's always a lot there as well. Like, I guess probably not as much anymore. It's just a few little adjustments, really, just to make myself feel better, I guess, to make sure everything's in check once a month. And especially I love chatting to her too, like she just gets it as well. I love that like, that's another thing. At the end of the day, I was so grateful for these practitioners in my life, that have a holistic mindset and they actually can understand that, crystals work. And so she was lovely, as usual. So left there, gave her a card, and what did I have to do then? Well, I guess I got home with the kids, did the kids kind of thing, talk to them, all that stuff. What else did I do yesterday? I guess dinner and boring stuff. Tidied up, tried to do the dishes. It's hard. There's so many things I'm trying to do at the moment. Like I don't even want to speak about that. But lots of event plans and stuff that I want to get started on, collaborating with people. But anyway, so I ended up, like, the day before on Monday, I had emergency kind of messaged my remedial therapist and asked if they could just fix me up a bit because I was in agony. So then they got back to me yesterday. So towards the end of the day, when they fixed me up a bit. So again, lots of, because I still have actually some, it's not here. So this has been going up into here, with wrecking my jaw and going down into my shoulder, weakening here as well. So I had a lot of, deep tissue kind of work done onto here. That's why it's really tender at the moment. So that's okay. It's just, he said it's just been overworked. I've got to take it easy, and so that's healing. But obviously since then there was a little tweak in here. Come back because, balance. And so then later that night, I ended up, adjusting myself. So I would generally, adjust myself, like that. You do that one. And, to sort of put whatever back into spot. And I usually get, good little pops, usual kind of ones. But this one was like right up in in the middle of my back, and it really felt like one of my vertebrae, I think they are. This parts of the spine went pop back in, like it literally. And then this little area here was painful as it was like really bad. So it was obvious that it's been out for so long. So, yeah, so that's obviously, going to get this side now, after this side has been done. So this side is getting done, which is also all this lower back leading into my hip, which is where a lot of my healing was needed. I've had these pains since I was little. I fell off a horse when I was, 10-ish. I had whiplash on my neck, so I had a lot of damage with the cartilage and stuff in between my neck. In the last couple of days, I feel like I have a brand new neck almost. Like obviously, like I said, I still have pains at the moment, so it's still all loading. Plus like the work that's going on in here. Yeah, so I think that's not even everything that I have to say at all, anywhere near it at all. I guess I'll briefly go over it while I'm here. I'm talking about all these new upgrades and how I got them. So like I said, I've been on this really heavy part of this journey since July with the coherence healing sessions and just making changes everywhere I can. Diet. I've been having chia pudding with whatever fruit, and that's just organic oat milk with chia seeds and your berries, and it's light and tasty. Just changes like that. Also, other times when it's a good time for food that's a bit heavier and substantial, I gotta try to make time for that. Because I'm definitely not trying to lose any weight by having light food. It's just I need to feel light. We need to be light because it's gonna make everything a whole lot easier. I really need to remember to do this. Yeah. We can have light thoughts, and all sorts of things if we take care of ourselves better as well. I've been taking care of myself, just, taking care of my girls, doing what it takes, whatever it takes, Some days I've been tired and in pain, but yeah, and so in the last couple of weeks, like I said, it's all really hitting hard, like everything's coming into place. I've had 15 years of really, a hard time with my eldest daughter, and recently we've unlocked a lot of that, and I told her last night about how, she's done the work now. She's actually done it. We've gone and found out, she's told me about conversations that she's had, with a family member of hers, who tried to sabotage our relationship, who tried to tell her that when her sister came along that I wouldn't love her anymore. So it's pretty obvious where our issues came from. So unlocking that has been amazing. So that's sort of where things start off with in the last couple of weeks. On that Friday, I came home after a hard job, and she cleaned the whole house. Basically, I cried because she actually didn't want anything. I cried healing tears, thick, flowing healing tears I thanked her and told her how beautiful it was. Um, yeah. But then the Monday came. During a coherence healing session, I decided to remove. I was picked, and I asked to have the walls removed from my heart. I felt like it was time. I was a little tender at first. It was just that I could feel things, and I was like, oh, now I can feel things. People aren't going to get away with treating me the way they used to. So the next morning, I kind of went hard on my girls, trying to get them up in the morning, yada, yada, yada. My eldest is a bit of the harder part. She's struggled to get to school a lot the last 2 years, after lockdowns and whatnot. But time. Can't waste the day. I'm just squeezing this in because, I think it's really important that I talk about this stuff, because I really want to help everybody through this, because, like I was saying to my daughter last night about the pains with the upgrades and all of that stuff, I told her that about, this is why I'm doing everything that I'm doing. This is why I'm obviously gifted with feeling the process of going through all of this, so I can help other people go through all of this as well. So the walls of the heart were taken down. By the end of the next day, my eldest got a bit probably annoyed, frustrated with me, being on, and we had a big blue again, and like I said, our challenges have been huge. So so that was a bit big, but it was different. There were moments when I took my power back because my walls were gone. My heart was completely there and feeling everything and telling me, no, this is not right. Take a stand. And it's good. I just felt something shifting, even just talking about it. When we talk about things and let our feelings out, we lighten the load on ourselves. Again, lightness. Oh, that shoulder looks really high. Anyway, all adjusting. So that happened. There's no winning and losing, but I felt like I won that battle, and since then things have been pretty good. She's just generally actually wanting to help, and I think that she's cleared a lot of her traumas, which is amazing. There's a lot of people in the world that, I know she's young, she doesn't have too many, but there's a lot of young people out there that actually are really I don't know, I don't have the words for it, but I'm sure people out there know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm just, lately I'm feeling more and more of the collective, the hurts, the joys, the pains, but I'm also feeling them and transmuting them and clearing them at the same time. And I know people will be like, oh no, don't do that, that's a bad idea. But I really feel at this point that I can almost transmute anything. And especially, maybe it is because, the Rainbow Camp family, such beautiful people, we support each other so we can heal everyone and everything. Nature, not only them, obviously, I've got other, heart-based community members and stuff that, fill my heart up, but especially the camps, because we spend, all weekend together. It's really lovely. But I feel like if we all just, I know for a fact if we all just had this attention, which speaking of, I'm just going to put this out there briefly while it's on my mind. New Year's Eve, I want to call in as many natural healers as I can for an event. Not sure where it's going to be exactly. It'll most likely be on the west side of Melbourne. And for New Year's Eve, I think we need to not party. Like, we can party after we finish doing what we're doing, but we need to set our intentions and just, because that's meant to be a bit of a peak of in between. There's 108 days of this energies that I've been in. And so that's, I calculated it to peak on New Year's Eve. So I think it's, I think that's the way to go. It's going to be organised by myself and Camilla. Which I think, I would definitely be liking to do some sort of an interview or something with her when I have some confidence. I think it's going to be one of my first ones I will probably do. I've got a little bit distracted here, but so also last week, after doing the heart thing, and there was another coherence healing session. We did the vagus nerve, and that was very activating. Oh my god, I was like, first I did it on one side, then I did this side. Looked a bit crazy, but I'm sure. But felt like afterwards, I felt like I had the best massage ever. And then there was the meridians, which is also a very good one to do. Then the end of the week, that's right. I had huge tests with my procrastination and the and then the that's here. And then on the Friday morning, I had heaps of things I was meant to be doing. I had a meeting, but I couldn't get to it because my phone was dead. My phone didn't charge the night before. And stupid me was procrastinating and on it until before I even noticed it was on 4%. And it was very stressful running around, but eventually got through the day. Got lots of organic produce from the big markets and made it to camp, which was it was a huge one as well. On the Sunday, we healed another lady, and that was really intense as well for me specifically, I feel, because I do absorb things, and also I felt like I was connected with her, even previously to all of this, because my pains are quite similar that I had. But on the Saturday we did a guided meditation, which was absolutely really, really, really good. The guys who run the camps actually did that one together. It's the first one that they've actually written out and planned together guided meditation, and they did a superb job. I'm no expert in meditations. I've only been doing them for the last couple of years, but I know I can sense when things are working and when they're not, and I'm a bit of a critic when it comes to some of that stuff. So yeah, then I came back on the Monday to Halipanes, and we cleared all that, and we're here, and so yeah, so I'm also inviting not lots, I hope lots, but lots of heart-based warriors to come on Saturday, the 26th of November, Johannesburg's Crossing, to come and meet me, and have a bit of a boogie in the park, really. I'm not really going to post my flyer for the event on here, just because, I don't really want it to be too huge. Because I do want to be able to talk to everyone, and I want to interact, and I guess, if there is too many people, they can interact with each other, and that's good too, but I do want to have a bit of control over it as well. I'm very aware of how events are meant to run. I have a diploma of events, and 2026. Keep your ear out for that one. It's going to be huge. I've been planning that one. Not on paper. It's out there. I've been planning that one out here since 2018, and I didn't really realize the significance of everything, the name of it, the date of it, and now I know. Oh my god, 2026, and I'm having my first event on the 26th. Oh, and not to mention, I checked the weather for it, and it's 26 degrees. Mind you, the rest of the week, before and after the event, is all like 18, 19, 20. So last night when I went to bed, I laid there, I put my hand on my heart. I gave gratitude to the universe. I was so grateful, like I said, my coach, my friend, where was I? Yeah, my dentist, my chiro, my remedial therapist, even my kids, my cats. So grateful for it all, so grateful. And and then I said to the universe, I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I got an echo back. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. We are all parts of God, of the universe, of consciousness. We're all pieces of conscious energy. We need to give love to ourselves, and then we'll be able to give love to the world. Like Cornelius, Coherence Healing says, if the whole world was just kind to just one person, themselves, then we wouldn't need world peace. We'd already have it, because everyone would be kind. From my heart to yours, I'm so excited about stepping into this new earth, leaving the old behind, and making beautiful new memories with everyone. I guess that's it. And like and subscribe, because that's what people do. I'm really bad at that part. I really don't care if you like and subscribe, to be honest. Like, it's nice. And it helps to get my word out there more, but you do you. It's your journey. This is your journey. You make sure that you speak your truth. Speak from your heart. Make sure that it's coming from your heart, though. Make sure you're not just regurgitating something else that you heard. You know, I may not always say the right thing. May come out as complete dribble, but what I'm saying is coming from the heart. It's not being repeated. It's not scripted. As you can tell from the start, I didn't prepare what I was going to say. All I knew is that I wanted to update you on the energies, on what you can tap into. You know, I'm just tapping into the energies that are there because I'm aware of them. But yeah, and I guess as well, you know, I haven't really started to advertise any of this yet, or, you know, put any of it out there that much. But you know, I, you know, work as a support service. You know, at the moment it's mainly just cleaning houses, but yeah, when people are interested in receiving help, you know, especially to do with the ascension, you know, the enlightenment period, the upgrading and the changes that our bodies are going through at the moment, you know, I can definitely assist. But yeah, it's all up to the individual, and I really don't want to push it at all. I do believe everything will happen in its right time and place. Just like this should end right now. And yeah, but I do love yous, and that's why I just want to keep talking.